In the beginning, Conor McGregor didn't just fight. He prophesied.
People are always saying about the talk, and I talk, but guess fucking what? I back it up. I
said I was going to put him away in the first round. I put him away in the first round.
I'm going to knock him out inside 4 rounds, mark my words.
He spoke of millions before he had a cent.
Have more money than I know what to do with.
Yeah, I said to my dad when I said, listen, by the time I'm 25 years old, I'm going to be a self-made millionaire.
Conor McGregor is set to earn $100 million to fight Floyd Mayweather.
Now here I am, about to quadruple my net worth with one half a fight.
Floyd offers 15 million, then Dana offers 25 million. I'm sitting in my house watching the millions go up.
He spoke of gold before he had a name.
My dream is to be number one, pretty much. My goal is number one MMA.
I'm the fucking future.
I called my partner Lorenzo and I said, I don't know if this guy can fight on it, but if he can even throw a punch, this kid's going to be a huge superstar.
The Notorious Conor McGregor!
But tucked inside those early boasts was a warning we all missed.
I heard a quote one time from Vincent van Gogh that really rang true. He said, he has dedicated his life to his art, and he has lost his mind in the process.
He compared himself to Vincent van Gogh.
When I sat and I thought about that, it sounded very familiar.
An artist who gave his life to his craft.
I've lost my mind doing this game, yeah? Like Vincent van Gogh. He dedicated his life to his art and lost his mind in the process. That's happened to me.
At his peak, it was the greatest single performance in UFC history.
It is all over!
When that gold belt was around my waist.
What's up, man? UFC, man.
Yeah, thank you very much.
He wasn't just a fighter. He was a phenomenon that appeared exactly when the sport needed a savior.
I don't think there's a fighter that in the UFC's history that has done what I have done in the space that I have done it.
He made us believe in the impossible. But what happens when you accomplish every dream you ever had? Where does that obsession go when there are no more worlds to conquer?
He's one of the biggest stars on planet Earth in all of sports.
The biggest combat sport athlete, not just of today.
Success is a slow poison.
When you make an obscene amount of money like that, who knows if they'll ever come back?
He's living like you're supposed to live if you're Conor McGregor.
When you can rack up $400 million in revenue for the company, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Conor began to succumb to his own demons.
For Conor, it looked like red panty nights and a $100 million crossover with Floyd Mayweather.
Recently, rumors have begun circulating about a potential boxing match between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Conor McGregor. This is a terrible idea.
I'm out of retirement now just for Conor McGregor. This Conor McGregor, this little bitch.
Yeah, fuck Floyd. Trust me, this whole boxing world don't know what they're gonna see when I roll in here.
He was no longer chasing belts.
Conor McGregor is set to earn $100 million to fight Floyd Mayweather.
I'm sitting in my house watching the millions go up.
He was chasing the type of life that screams, whatever the F I want.
I'm living the whatever the fuck I want life. That's the life I live. Whatever I want, whenever I want.
It's impossible for that money not to affect you and phase you.
Conor was about to make more money than he knew what to do with.
Now here I am, about to quadruple my net worth with one half a fight.
The fans wanted to see this fight. It's the most talked about fight on the planet right now, and it will be the biggest fight ever in the history of two people punching each other. This is a fight that the world will be watching.
Mr. McGregor, Mr. Mayweather. Yes. Gentlemen, let's do this.
He quadrupled his net worth in one night.
right? By 2018, he's worth $100 million.
So quick.
And I feel like my work has paid off.
It's all I do. I train twice a day. That's all I think about. I don't want to do anything else.
But the apprentice plumber from Dublin, who once hiked uphill to motorway sites just to survive, was gone.
Conor's saying, maybe I'll come back in August, maybe I'll come back in September. Well, that's almost 2 years. It's not fair to the rest of the guys in the division.
In his place was a man living a life far removed from reality.
This is where you could say the obsession began.
While Conor was on yachts, a storm was brewing in Dagestan.
This guy mauls everybody.
Khabib Nurmagomedov didn't care about the jewelry or the watches.
I want to become UFC champion. If I cannot beat Yaquinta Pettis or Felden, how I can call this?
There's a guy named Artem who is Conor's best friend. He's from Russia. Khabib is from Russia too.
If one of us goes to war, we all go to war.
He'll lose his belt. He'll lose his mind. 2 years he didn't fight in UFC.
They all want it until they get it.
This wasn't just a fight, it was a collision of values.
The line.
Now this is getting political. Now this is getting serious. This feels like a real war.
Conor had written an Instagram post about your dad calling him a coward. Did that affect you in any way?
He is a quivering coward.
I really think this is the biggest fight in the history of this sport.
This thing is trending in every way, shape, and form to be the biggest thing we've ever done.
If you would have gone off that bus, you'd be dead now. You'd be dead and I'm gonna sell.
I would never go to this fight. I think there's... What? I think something's going to happen in the crowd between the Russians and the Irish. Just the animosity between the two. They hate each other so bad. It's gotten bigger than just a UFC fight.
This specific training camp was almost ominous. Love it.
Even before the fight, it almost had felt like Conor had already lost.
For the first time, Conor's psychological warfare didn't just fail, it backfired.
He whispers to Khabib in between rounds it's only business. But Khabib doesn't care.
The defeat was total. The mystic was gone. And for Khabib, it was never just business. It was the end of an era.
That aura of invincibility that McGregor once had was fading. 5 months later, McGregor supposedly retires. All the trash talking, all the hate and anger, it led Conor to nowhere.
The man who preached peaceful martial arts.
A true martial artist is a peaceful man.
Right.
A true martial artist is peaceful.
Was now punching old men in pubs and smashing phones in Miami.
Smash the guy's phone.
There's a video of Conor allegedly punching an elderly man.
Not allegedly. it's pretty clear.
There was some talk early on of him fighting for the belt, him fighting a top contender, but let's be honest, he hasn't won.
The final act of the tragedy played out in Las Vegas against Dustin Poirier.
But it wouldn't be the same result as the Cowboy fight.
McGregor tried to find the old fire, but he only found rage.
A bad man without the fam.
And that same old Conor that fought Khabib was back.
He predicted a stretcher.
I said I'm going to take him out in a stretcher. He's going out in a stretcher in this fight.
He predicted a war. And once again, his words became reality. Just not for his opponent. As he sat against the fence, screaming at Dustin's wife while his leg lay shattered.
Your wife is in me DMs, hey baby. Hit me back and we'll chat to you later on. We'll be at the party, the Win nightclub, baby.
The transformation was complete. The hero had lived long enough to become the villain.
Serious allegations today about UFC star Conor McGregor.
Ultimately, Conor was found liable in a civil case and forced to pay $250,000 in damages.
Today, Conor McGregor promises returns that never happen.
I'd like to announce the return date for myself, the Notorious Conor McGregor.
My comeback is scheduled for the end of the year, sometime the end of this year.
And the wait.
He is a man haunted by his own ghost.
There is no opponent, you know what I mean? It's you versus you, and not even martial arts. Life, you know what I mean?
He told us exactly what would happen 10 years ago.
I've lost my mind doing this game, yeah?
He told us he'd die a crazy old man.
I'll die a crazy old man.
From nothing to something
to gone.
And in the end, that was the only fight Conor McGregor couldn't win.